metal air valve. I'll use a pair of strong scissors to cut away the surrounding rubber. This metal valve is made of brass and is perfect for holding our heating element securely, while also acting as an excellent electrical conductor. Next, I have an old broken phone charger. I'll pry open the plastic casing and completely remove the internal circuit board, as we only need the empty shell. Next, I will use a drill to enlarge the hole of the USB port and the side of the casing so that our brass valve can fit snugly through it. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. Now, back to the valve. I need to remove the inner core using some tweezers, leaving just the hollow brass tube. Then, I'll grip it with pliers and remove the original rubber seal to ensure we have clean metal for good electrical contact. I'll keep the locking nut handy for later. I'm taking a thick, heat-resistant red electrical wire. I'll strip a small section of the insulation at one end to expose the copper strands. I'll wrap this exposed copper tightly around the base of the brass valve. A strong, tight connection is key for optimal electrical conductivity. Then, I'll feed the wire through the charger casing and secure the valve in place using the nut. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. On the other end of the red wire, I'll strip the insulation and attach a strong alligator clip. This will be used to connect our tool to the power source. For the heating element, I'm using a dead AA battery. I'll carefully cut it open to extract the solid carbon rod from the center. Carbon is an amazing material for this project because it conducts electricity incredibly well and can withstand extremely high temperatures without melting. I'll gently clean the carbon rod with a tissue to remove any leftover battery acid or debris, ensuring we have a pure, clean surface for good electrical contact. To make the tool precise, I chuck the carbon rod into my drill and use some sandpaper to grind the tip into a sharp point. This focus point will allow for precise heat concentration. Finally, I'll insert the sharpened carbon rod into the brass valve on our handle. Now, I need to prepare a special liquid soldering flux. I'll cut open the metal casing of a battery to extract a flat strip of metal. I'll cut it into small, usable strips. I collect all these small metal fragments into a small glass jar. To complete the flux, I pour a quantity of cleaning solution into the jar. Mixing the cleaning solution with the metal particles creates a chemical compound that effectively cleans the metal surfaces to be joined, allowing the molten metal to flow smoothly and form a strong bond. For power, I'm using a high-capacity drill battery. I'll attach a blue wire to the negative terminal and a red wire to the positive terminal using alligator clips. When When I touch the carbon tip to the negative clamp, watch the sparks. The electrical resistance causes the carbon tip to instantly heat up and glow red hot. Let's join these two copper wires together. I'm stripping two ends of a red wire and twisting them together. Then, I'm using the tip to fuse them, creating a strong conductive connection. This is a quick and effective way to solder wires without a traditional soldering iron. Let's try spot welding. I'll place the two metal strips in an X shape on a wooden block. By applying the glowing hot tip and a bit of pressure, it fuses the two metals together perfectly. Look at that strong bond. To demonstrate its versatility, I'm setting up a small AA battery on a block of wood. It is also very effective for attaching metal strips to the battery. I apply a little soldering paste, place the metal strip on the battery terminal, and use our tool to heat it up. The concentrated heat creates a strong spot weld without damaging the battery's internal components. Finally, let's try something bigger, brazing a nut to a thick steel bolt. I'll apply plenty of paste around the joint. Watch me use the welding carbon tip. It glows red hot and fuses the metal to create a solid weld. The immense heat turns the metal glowing red. I will repeat the process of applying solder paste and using the soldering iron to securely solder the nut to the bolt. Look how perfectly it works. It's rock solid. This DIY device proves that with a little creativity, you can achieve amazing things.